All right, greetings all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Noonie. Allow me to welcome you back to the Fight Night Champion Custom Boxers BareKnuckle Tournament. We are continuing on with the second half of the semifinals in Group B. That being Jason the Game Taylor versus Kimbo Slice. As always, a reminder, we aren't able to conduct interviews at this time due to the pandemic that's going on. However, we are switching up the venues to go back to Mexico City Plaza, which is where Kimbo Slice defeated Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This time around, I believe the reasoning behind the switch of venue is that the fighters were not satisfied with the previous stoppage. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert as to the last fight between Vin Diesel and Frankenstein. So if you have not watched that fight, I highly recommend you do. You pause this, go back and watch that fight, and then come back. If you have already, allow me to just show you the bracket. I'm going to show you the bracket right now as it stands. So again, as a reminder, if you haven't caught up with the tournament progress, please pause and go catch up to where you pick up where you left off. Or if you don't care, you were already caught up. We are right here in the second half of Group B, of the semifinals of Group B, pardon me. Frankenstein defeating Vin Diesel by way of technical knockout. The referee stopped the fight, I believe, in the 8th round, if I'm not mistaken. For that reasoning, there was negotiations going on for a change of venue, as they do not want the same thing to occur in this fight, as Taylor and Slice are not in the paradigm of having their fights stopped by way of technical knockout. It's either a decision or it's a knockout. There is no stopping the fight because one fighter refuses to defend himself or cannot defend himself. So it was decided that the fight will be held in Mexico City Plaza. Also, this was the previous venue that Kimbo Slice earned his victory, so perhaps the crew will be on his side, that being the crowd, supporting him, as they already saw a demonstration of his abilities. So they're probably already in his favor. Not sure how Jason the Game Taylor feels about that. But once more, to show you where we are in this last match of Group B, the last semifinals. The winner will fight Frankenstein. To show you Group A, where we are up there, if you aren't already aware, it'll be between George Bush and Adonis Johnson Creed. Not entirely sure who's going to win this tournament, folks, as it could be any one of these 5 remaining fighters. Soon to be, by the end of this match, 4 remaining fighters. I am as excited as you are, unless you are not excited, in which case I'm very much more excited than you are. Very much looking forward to see who is going to win this match. Here we are at Mexico City Plaza in Mexico City. Sold out crowd. Very cultural music playing, very enjoyable, very much lightening the mood. A great way to get the folks out of their house because of the pandemic going on right now. This being Mexico City, folks are a bit more resilient, therefore are not as afraid to come out into a crowd. Everyone cheering for the game. Quite surprising. I mean, he is on the West Coast, and cheers all around. They're going for Kimbo Slice too. This seems to be a pretty evenly favored match. No one fighter gaining more of the support of the fans than the other. But both of them looking very, very focused. Referee telling them what's what. No low blows. Protect yourself at all times. Don't be like Vin Diesel. I will not stop the fight as a result. You guys must win. Starting off with round 1.
In and out, in and out.
I believe Kimbo's trainer telling him to stick and move, basically. Go in and out. Come forward and go back. Taylor being pretty aggressive, going right for body shots. Kimbo going for the same, but then catches him with a pretty good hook to the head. Sidesteps, but doesn't manage to capitalize on that. Taylor all over it. Ducks his counterpunch. Clinches. Perhaps just trying to throw him off his game, off his flow. Catches Taylor, weaving a little bit or leaning forward. Says, hey, wake up. I am not Rocky Balboa. Wow, these guys are really going at it. Slice against the ropes, but you would never guess that he has any sort of disadvantage. Now Taylor backing up, saying, let me try that. These men are trading very, very heavy shots. Taylor misses with a huge overhand left there. Slice probably thankful for that. Kimbo Slice backing up with that Philly defense. Taylor swinging, perhaps anticipating Slice jumping in or leaping forward as he was nowhere near him when he threw that left arm out. Taylor going as hard as he can this round, trying to establish dominance early on. Kimbo Slice in the corner, but doesn't look too worried. Jason Taylor backing up. End of round one. Let's go to the corner in the nick of time. Slice almost punched him there.
Just let it go, all right? You're taking a beat. Come on. What's going on? We need to win more rounds, right? We got to do something. You're throwing our game plan out the fucking window here.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. I need you to throw more punches. Body, bang!
All right, start of round two. Jason the Game Taylor versus Kimbo Slice. Taylor's corner telling him that he's not following the game plan that they had when they were training, to stick to the plan that they had. As we bring up the CompuBox numbers for round one, we can see that he's very much lacking in the connection rate for headshots. Kimbo Slice, on the other hand, far more accurate, wondering if it's going to maintain that rate throughout the rest of the fight. Taylor gets caught with an uppercut on his way in. Still coming forward, though. Catches Slice with a punch there. Slice looks unaffected. In fact, Kimbo seems to be kicking it in a little bit more. Taylor appears to be really wearing himself out pretty early on in the fight. Picking shots, what does that mean, says Taylor. I'm swinging as hard as I can and pray something connects. Kimbo Slice moving in and out like his corner asked, unless that was Taylor's corner. In which case, Kimbo, adopting his opponent's strategy, catches Taylor with a good right uppercut. Catches him with a really good right hook and another. Taylor's corner telling him to move his head or guard or something. Taylor very much bent on getting a clean, hard power punch. But it's just not coming. Slice is not staying within range long enough. Block shot after block shot. When it comes to trading, though, Kimbo Slice appears to be having a slight advantage. Taylor backing up at the end of round two. Let's go to the corners. Taylor saying, I respect that.
You gotta breathe. Just breathe. Relax. How you feeling out there? Now, you're not winning.
All right, start of round three. Taylor's corner yelling at him to block a shot. Stop being so overly aggressive. Kimbo Slice enjoying it, telling him, no, please, come at me harder. Although he does catch Slice with a pretty good right hand right there. Going for body shots, going for headshots. Kimbo Slice blocking as best he can. Not much getting through that defense. Seems that Taylor's strategy appears to be, if a light punch can't get through, let me throw a heavy one at him. But when that comes out, Slice already appears to be out of range, anticipating that. Kimbo Slice with this Philly guard, doing him well. Taylor not connecting with much. Pretty good right hand by Taylor. Tries to come with a hard overhand left, way out of range. Miscalculated. Taylor blocking. Tries to weave in. Does the successful slip, but doesn't connect. Tries for a double body shot, slice out of range. The Mexican crowd cheering. Perhaps a very encouraging Spanish chant. Unfortunately, I don't understand what they're saying, so I'm not entirely sure who they're rooting for or what they're calling for. Perhaps more defense from Taylor or more offense from Slice, although Slice does appear to be throwing a bit more out this round. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from last round, we saw he did connect more body shots. And bringing up the overall fight totals, he is ahead as far as connection rate goes. So definitely on the right path. Pretty good body shot by Taylor. Kimbo Slice backing up, but keeping the game off of him. End of round 3, let's go to the corners. Taylor not finished.
All right, he's winning the fight. I mean, he's winning, he's taking it. You gotta take it to him this round, all right? You gotta bring it. The left hook is working good. Apply some fucking pressure. You understand what I'm saying?
If you're standing straight up, move that body. You need to move that body more. Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head. Double up on your punches. Double up your body.
All right, start of round 4. Teddy's scorecard showing Kimbo Slice the clear winner so far. Definitely winning this fight. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that there is no mistake right there. Although Jason the Game Taylor connected a bit more with his body shots, he's still being outpunched when it comes to headshots. Throughout the overall fight, we can see Kimbo Slice is clearly dominating, getting far more body shots in and connecting much better with the headshots. Seeing if this has an effect on Taylor, as I'm not sure if he's slowing down, but his corner is not satisfied with his game so far. Weaves out of that way, but gets caught with the straight. Seems like Kimbo Slice is finding far more openings than Taylor is. Kimbo Slice practicing the way of the intercepting fist. Taylor going for a punch, but gets beaten before he even winds up. Kimbo Slice finding that opening much quicker than Taylor can even throw out a punch. Catches Slice with the right hand there. Slice doesn't appear to be phased. Not sure who's cutting off the ring from who that time. But Slice moved all the way to the ropes. I believe Taylor was just following him. Kimbo Slice perhaps trying to have Taylor pretty much blow all his energy, keep him moving, to keep him breathing hard. Taylor just unrelentless, or rather relentless, with these power shots, trying to do some damage to Slice. End of round 4.
All right, you look great. Just don't go crazy in there. Boxing smart, my man.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. Too much.
You're losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk. Listen, I need to see some counterpunch.
Start of round 5. The game's trainer or corner telling him to take a chance. He needs to take a risk. I don't believe just taking punches to the face is the risk he was referring to. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from last round, we see that Kimbo Slice is very much dominating, or at least dominated that round in particular, connecting far more headshots and even throwing out far more. Threw out fewer body shots and connected with a higher percentage rate, bringing up the fight totals, clearly dominating, throwing out far more body shots, connecting about 3 times as much with the headshots. Taylor really needs to find a solution to this, although he did just hit Slice with a pretty good left straight. Not entirely sure if Taylor's trainer is aware that he has been taking many risks and they haven't been paying off. Risks being overwhelmingly power shots just missing completely as they are out of range, or trying to trade shots with Kimbo Slice. Not entirely a recommended strategy to have against somebody like Kimbo. I would say he definitely needs to slow down. He definitely needs to conserve his energy. He needs to get in closer if he's going to throw these power shots. His trainer's telling him to take a risk to throw something out there. I'm not sure that's the best piece of advice he should be hearing. Kimbo Slice just looking very comfortable. He seems to know when the punches will be there, know when where they're coming from, where they're going to end up, and just always seems to have an answer. Taylor tries to come in. Kimbo Slice goes with the body shot, keeping him away. Coming up on the end of round 5, let's go to the corners. Taylor looks winded.
Keep on this guy. Keep hunting him down, right? Cut the ring off and move him in.
Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body, then head. Let's finish this. That was good. Nice work. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, start of round 6. Taylor does not appear to be adjusting whatsoever, coming out with the same tactics he did earlier on in this round. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that about the headshots are somewhat on par with one another, but Kimbo Slice throwing out fewer body shots, connecting half of those, and as a result, he's getting the better overall percentage of connection rate. The fight totals. Oh my goodness! Straight to the face. Taylor knocked down by a straight right. Straight to the mat. Did not break his fall whatsoever. Gotta see if he's gonna make it up. Ref counting 4, 5, 6. Taylor up at the count of 6. Goes right back into it. Goes straight for those haymakers again. Unfazed. Slice's corner telling him that he is tired. He's on his way out. Take advantage of that. Taylor's still going in, trying to find an opening, trying to find something that would somehow phase Kimbo. He looks like he just started the fight. It's already round 6. Taylor already looks like this is his second fight of the night. Missing with these uppercuts. Slice completely intercepting his punches, beating him every time. Kimbo Slice definitely studied the Taylor tape between him and Rocky Balboa. Slice getting caught with a couple of shots there, but they don't appear to be doing any damage. Slice catches him with a pretty good right hook. Taylor is still on his feet. Corner calls out for an uppercut. Taylor connects, but it doesn't really do much. Trying to win the round at the end of the 10 seconds. Doesn't really appear like he's won. He did get knocked down.
Done. I want you to double up on that jab, then finish out with a hook, okay?
Here you go.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in you. You're good. You all right? You okay, right? Breathe with me. Now listen, you threw a wide punch and he caught you. Tighten up your punches, all right?
Start of round 7. Do apologize, folks. During the excitement of the knockdown, we did not realize that that it was showing round 5. for the, or rather round 4 with round 5 numbers, and Taylor goes down again. Goes for an uppercut, gets intercepted once more by a right hook. Taylor beaten to the punch again. He is on the mat once again. Will he make it up? 3, 4, 5. He's got up at the count of 6. Still in this fight. Barely, though. Still throwing out those punches. Never say die. Bringing up the CompuBox numbers from the last round, we can see that, I mean, if the numbers speak for themselves, Kimbo Slice very much dominating, especially with that knockdown. Overall, connecting far more shots and throwing even fewer. Definitely conserving his energy. Taylor, on the other hand, everything, I suppose, him coming from whatever background he's from, told do not show any kind of weakness. If you're down, get back up and keep throwing out that same amount of aggression. Not sure if it's the smart play, but it certainly is the strong play. Kimbo Slice taking his time, not in a rush. Feels like he's got this match won. Just needs another good shot to put Taylor down for good. Will he find it? Will Taylor give him that opening for a third time? Taylor's corner telling him to pace himself. I have to agree with that. He is really, really throwing out desperation punches, none of which are connecting. If anything, they're giving Slice more motivation to continue on doing what he's been doing this whole fight. Slice coming in with a couple jabs there. Taylor not connecting with hardly anything. Blocking a bit better. Coming up at the end of round 7. That is it. Let's go to the corners. Kimbo with his hands in the air.
You're fighting his game plan. Box intelligently for me, all right? Come on. You're more intelligent than this. Let's go.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his mistakes. This is it. You heard him. Keep on it.
All right, start of round 8. Teddy giving every single round to Kimbo Slice. Taylor being knocked down 2 times already in this fight. Does he have anything to come back? Anything that will give him some kind of edge? Some kind of push. Going for whatever he can. Kimbo Slice blocking at the correct time. Always seems to have an answer for whatever Taylor throws at him. Taylor goes for a body shot. Slice counters with an uppercut. He tries to go for a straight. Slice will sidestep and counter with that. Taylor cannot find an opening. Slice out of range at all these shots. Catches Taylor with the left uppercut. That's got to be it. Coming in with the left hook, completely missing. Kimbo Slice just knowing exactly where that head is going to be, where that chin and jaw will be. Precise moment of impact. Kimbo had it all planned out. You see Kimbo's face, hardly anything done. Hardly any damage done to Kimbo Slice's face. Will Taylor make it up a third time? Up at the count of 5. No, that is it. Kimbo Slice has knocked out Jason the Game Taylor in round 8. Taylor not looking happy with that. Very upset with himself. And there you have it. We now have our 4th member of the finals group. With that performance, with that result, we have to give Kimbo Slice his well-earned, well-deserved golden 4 points, which, as you should know by now, represent a KO. Kimbo Slice will be fighting Frankenstein in the Group B finals match. I couldn't ask for a better match for this group. Looking up at Group A, the two that are remaining, George Bush versus Adonis Johnson Creed. Winner of that will fight the winner of Frankenstein versus Kimbo Slice. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think will make it to the finals? And an even better question, who do you think will win the tournament overall? That being said, thank you all to those who came to check out my video, for watching my video. I appreciate all the views, notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, take care and God bless.